Hello, this is Pastor Kevin Cawley of Antioch United Methodist Church. Good to have you here on Thursday, December the 16th. This is my video of my message, which I'm preaching live on Sunday morning, December 19th, 2021. Good to have you here. If you want to join us online live, you can go to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Antioch United Methodist Church. All one word, no space, lowercase. 8:30 a.m. is our first service, live in person and also on Facebook Live. 11 o'clock a.m. is our second service with guitar, piano, drums, praise team, special music, and choir. You're welcome to join us in person at 3614 North State Highway H, Springfield, Missouri 65803, or you're able to join us online Facebook Live at both of those times, 8:30, 11 o'clock a.m. This message for the third Sunday of Advent, December 19th, is called Unexpected Blessings. Unexpected Blessings. The Jewish people in the first century were not expecting God's chosen one to be a storyteller and a miracle worker. When the first century Jewish people read their Bible, what we call the Old Testament, they believed that God would send a mighty Messiah who would conquer God's enemies. Therefore, the first century Jews were expecting a king who would rally a mob at the capital, Jerusalem, to drive the Romans out of the land. Jesus didn't do that, not at all. He was born in a small, obscure, unimportant town called Bethlehem. And when he grew up and got baptized, he walked around and he healed people and told stories called parables. This was not what the people were expecting, although Christ did refer to himself as the bread of life or the bread of heaven. And the word Bethlehem means bread, house of bread. But they weren't expecting a Messiah who would come and tell stories and heal the sick and be the bread of heaven. And that's why ultimately Christ was rejected after 3.5 years of ministry. Perhaps your life hasn't turned out the way you expected it. Maybe things haven't worked out the way you had hoped. Perhaps you are disappointed by a turn of events in your life. Maybe sometimes you look at your life and you think, how did I get here? What happened? You know the saying, life may not be the party we'd hoped for, but while we're here, we might as well dance. 2021 may not have turned out the way you had hoped. And that's especially true for the tornado victims this month, December. But for all of us, coronavirus is still here with a new variant, along with rising costs of food and gas. So maybe your 2021 didn't work out the way you had hoped. I can relate. But I want you to know that God has unexpected blessings in store for you. When Stephanie began working for a woman named Connie at Lawyers Title Company in Clayton, Missouri, back in 1993, Stephanie wasn't expecting her new boss to set her up on a blind lunch date with a weird stranger named Kevin. By the way, that's me. But that's what happened in December of that same year. In 2007, after many years of marriage, when I asked my district superintendent to move to a new church, I had asked him to move us to a church in St. Louis, near our families, so we can see him more often. And that was what I was expecting. Instead, we were moved to Springfield, actually farther away from our families. At that time, in 2007, we were already driving 2 hours to visit our families in St. Louis. And now, living in Springfield, Missouri, we'd be driving 3.5 hours to visit family in St. Louis. Not what we were expecting, and yet, looking back, I wouldn't have changed a thing. I'm glad I'm the pastor of Antioch. In 2004, we were expecting our second baby. We weren't expecting a miscarriage. And we also were not expecting to conceive again several months later and give birth to my second daughter, who obviously I adore. Unexpected blessings. They happen for all of us. Nowadays in December, it is common for people to watch It's a Wonderful Life because it's Christmas time. Late actor Jimmy Stewart told the story of how he was cast in It's a Wonderful Life. When the Second War was over in 1945, Jimmy Stewart came home to California after 3.5 years of service in the Air Force. He had been away from the film business. His acting contract had run out, and he didn't know how to get his acting career started again. He was just a little bit scared and didn't do much of anything for a while. Then one day, film director Frank Capra called Jimmy Stewart. He had a movie in mind. They met in his office to talk about it. Frank Capra began to explain his idea for a movie called It's a Wonderful Life. Now listen, Frank began. The story starts in heaven, and it's sort of the Lord telling an angel to go down to earth because there's a fellow who is in trouble, and this heavenly being goes down to a small town, and Frank seemed a little embarrassed about what he was going to say. He told Jimmy Stewart, well, what it boils down to is this fella who thinks he's a failure in life jumps off a bridge, and the Lord sends down an angel named Clarence who hasn't earned his wings yet. And Clarence jumps into the water to save the guy, but the angel can't swim, so the guy has to save him, and then Frank stopped and wiped his brow. This doesn't sound very good, does it? Jimmy Stewart jumped up and said, Frank, if you want to do a picture about a guy who jumps off a bridge and an angel named Clarence comes down to save him, I'm your man. And with that, production of It's a Wonderful Life began in April 15, 1946, and is considered a beloved Christmas classic to this day. Unexpected blessings. They happen all the time. They're going to happen for you too. When God sent his son, he wasn't what they expected. Nobody expected a savior lying in a feeding trough. Listen to this description of Jesus in Isaiah 53, verses 2 and 3. Regarding Jesus Christ, it says, he had no beauty or majesty to attract us to him. Nothing in his appearance that we should desire him. He was despised and rejected by mankind, a man of suffering, or in some versions, a man of sorrows, familiar with pain. So Jesus physically wasn't much to look at. That wasn't Brad Pitt walking down the road, healing the sick. The Roman Empire at the time ruled almost 2 million square miles, with a population of 100 million people. Wow, so much land, so many people in the Roman Empire. Taxes were high. Caesar Augustus was the emperor of Rome. Anyone going against the Roman government got executed by crucifixion. At that time, if somebody would have told a Roman citizen that the mighty Roman Empire would be gone in a few centuries, and that a religion based around a rabbi from Galilee named Jesus would be a multi-billion member worldwide religion, that citizen of Rome would have laughed at you. However, by the 5th century, 4 centuries later, the Roman Empire collapsed. It's true. It's history. And Christianity, the religious faith based upon Jesus Christ, has become and is the largest religion in the world, whose book is the #1 bestseller. That's right. Your Bible is the world's best-selling book of all time. And when anybody thinks of the word Caesar, they don't think of a king, they think of salad dressing. Unexpected. Oh yeah, but it happened. What's the point for you? What's the relevance? Unexpected blessings are coming your way. Don't give up on your life just because things haven't worked out the way you wanted them to. Don't give up on yourself, even if some people have given up on you. God never gave up on Israel, even after they had his son crucified. And God will never, ever give up on you. Even now, God is blessing you through people and experiences. I'm referring to the joy you feel when you listen to your favorite music, the smile you get when you wrap Christmas presents, the squeeze of a hug from a family member or friend that you see at a Christmas party or a family gathering, sharing a porch swing with your grandchild on a relaxful evening, holding your husband's hand or your wife's hand as you stroll down the sidewalk and breathe in the air, hanging out with your friends, talking and laughing for hours, looking outside at the trees as you think about your life. These are moments of unexpected joy. You have them. I have them. We all have them. Unexpected blessings are for all of us, everyone. This past week, at least in our area, we had another December week with 65 and 70-degree days. It's beginning to look a lot like April, quite frankly. Not Christmas, not December, but April. Now, some of us are still dreaming of a white Christmas, right? Snow, no ice, just snow, which still may happen. Hopefully it does. Snow, but not the ice. Or perhaps the snow will not come until January. Hopefully not. But for many reasons, Christmas this year may not be like your past Christmases. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. We don't have to replicate the past in order to enjoy right now. Unexpected new blessings, a new version of Christmas will come. And you know what else will be unexpected? The second coming of Christ. It will be unexpected for a lot of people. 1 Thessalonians 5:2. The Apostle Paul said, "For you yourselves are fully aware that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night," meaning unexpected. Luke 12:40, from Jesus, he said, "You also must be ready, for the Son is coming at an hour you do not expect." Not expect, unexpected. And the increase that we see right now of storms, the pandemic, with the variants, and the sin and lawlessness all around, these show us that we're getting near. These are all signs that we're getting near. History is going somewhere, not just going on nowhere, it's going somewhere. Revelation, the second coming of Christ, the new heavens, the new earth. It's all going to be unexpected for a lot of people. Revelation 22, verse 12, Christ said, "Look, I'm coming soon. My reward is with me, and I will give to each person according to what they have done." So based upon that, how we live our lives is pretty important, isn't it? It's pretty important. He will give to each person according to what they have done. What you do is important. I don't want to lose out on God's reward. I want to live my life so that I receive his reward. How about you? I think so. So then, in the meantime, before Christ's second coming, keep believing, keep worshiping, keep being you, keep working hard, keep doing your thing and living your life, keep loving your neighbor, keep being your best self, and blessings will come in unexpected ways. A man gave this testimony. He said, "My wife has been suffering from kidney disease for years. When it came time to put her on the transplant list, I tested and came back a perfect match. We had the surgery in August, and she is healthy again and both recovered. The doctors said it was," meaning him being a match for his wife for a kidney, "it was a 1 in a million chance." He said, "God is great." And I agree. And that for him, giving his wife his kidney, unexpected. But unexpected blessing for her and himself. A few months ago, I didn't expect to receive an email from the Homeschool Academy asking if they could use our church property on Mondays and pay us a rental fee. A few years back, I didn't expect a cell tower company to be persistent in having a cell tower in our backyard, which also gives us some monthly income. Not millions, but some monthly income. I didn't expect a knock on the church door one day and tell me that he wanted to sell fireworks on our property in late June for July 4th, and he wanted to pay us double the amount that we were getting at that time. Oh, wow, double. I like double. How about you? Double scoops of ice cream, double cheeseburgers. Now I'm making you hungry. Double. All that, true stories. All of that, unexpected. God has more in store for you. God has unexpected blessings coming your way. How do I know? Put your fingers on your wrist, right here. If you still have a pulse, you're not done yet, not by a long shot. You have more life to live. You have more to experience. You have more to give. You have more to experience in terms of relationships and new things to do for God and for yourself. Unexpected blessings are on the way. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Every week, I will post a video like this one of my Sunday message. So if you prefer to watch my messages on YouTube, come to this channel every week. I'll post every Friday my message for the coming Sunday. And if you are blessed by this or any other video on this channel, please consider giving your best gift to help our church. Every dollar helps keep us going during this pandemic and beyond. If you want to support Antioch, please go to our website, which is www.antiochumc.info, I-N-F-O. Go on the homepage, click that red donate button, and give your best gift, either a one-time gift or a recurring gift. That enables us to continue our church, and I can be here every week giving you more of God's holy word. Thank you for watching, and you have unexpected blessings coming your way, and you have a Merry Christmas.